What are some cool things about you guys aside from the fact that you are developing a dating app?
Well, we have experience marketing and selling a product on our side. My first venture was actually making aquarium tables, which actually started from a Mason Sculpture One project. So that was an interesting, fun experience for me. That's something I did outside of SpecUdate. Also, we're both hockey players. I play on the Mason ice hockey team. Dennis, he's in the Mason
Oh, I mean,
Robotics Club.
yeah, I like touching around for software or anything. So when Cam came to me about software development, I really wanted to, or sorry, the app, I really wanted to start developing an application with them. So mobile application specifically.
And Dennis has the most coding experience out of all of us. He's made products for actual customers and stuff like that. And he has the most experience. So I was glad I was able to get him on board when I had the idea for SpecUdate. So yeah, we're pretty busy outside of school too. I mean, hockey takes up a lot of my time, and obviously as a computer science major, there's a lot of stuff to do outside of school as well. So we're definitely busy.
What led you to start developing a dating app?
So the idea for SpecUdate actually came back about a little over a year ago, maybe a year and 6 months. I had actually, going back to high school, I moved away from home and I didn't know anyone. I moved away to the middle of Pennsylvania. I didn't really know anyone. So my teammates on the hockey team said, "Hey, you should get on the dating apps." So I thought, "Oh, that's cool. I'd love to meet some people in the area." And we really didn't have much other way of doing it in the middle of Pennsylvania where I was. So I got a lot of experience on dating apps. That's how my whole dating app experience started. So I kind of got a feel for the market and everything. And then one day later on, I bought a lottery ticket and I started thinking in my head, comparing it to my online dating experience, mainly the game aspect, also a bit of the chance aspect. And I'm like, well, what if we could apply this to online dating, or I could apply this to an online dating idea. So then I started doing some drawings right away, and I decided that, well, what if we have users make their own get to know me game? If I'm ever able to develop an app one day down the line, I don't know when, maybe we could have users make their own get to know me games and have them play each other's games to add a fun aspect to something that's never been seen before in online dating apps. So that's how the idea came around, and I came to Dennis with the idea a few months later, actually, when he said he would be excited to do a software project. And we started from there. That was actually originally going to be called Lotto Date, since how the idea came up. But then we realized there was already a website called LottoDate.com. My grandpa says to me one day, "Hey, there's already a website called LottoDate.com," and it was actually for rich singles. So obviously, so then we changed the name to we came up with the idea for SpecUdate name in one night, and that was we were excited since then about developing this, and we made a prototype and moved forward with the idea. So that's how it all started.
What will make SpecUdate different from other dating apps on the market?
So currently on other dating apps, you can when you're on them, you can expect three things. You can expect to see 4 to 6 photos of a person. This is good because, I mean, obviously attraction matters in online dating. Also, a bio, usually up to 500 characters. But we actually have realized that the bio, we may not want to place as much value on the bio for our app, actually. So we actually did a survey on our Instagram at SpecUdate, and we asked people, if you have tried online dating apps, did you ever find it hard to know what to say in your bio? And 76% of people said, this is out of like 60 people, 76% of people said that they've had trouble knowing what to say in their bio. So in our personal experience, we've seen that often people leave the bio empty or write a really short bio. So that led me to think that we should put less value on the bio. So we're going to do 150 characters for the bio. Now that's the second thing that you commonly see on dating apps. The third thing is usually some facts about a person. Could be their height, could be their political views. Different dating apps do this differently. And also some prompts like my favorite first date would be, or something, and then fill in the blank. So prompts or facts or in the bio and the pictures, obviously. So, but the thing about SpecUdate is we wanted to add, we also thought, another thing we surveyed was, if you have tried dating apps, do you ever get bored of them? And 68% of people said that they got bored of them. So we wanted to add a fun aspect. So on our app, we'll have a short bio on the profile, and then if you slide down, you pass, and if you slide up, you'll play that user's get to know me game. And as an icebreaker idea, we decided that we will have 2 truths and a lie and truth or lie. So 2 different sections of the game. Mm-hmm. And so that's how that works. I'll explain how the connecting works in a bit, but basically that's the fun aspect that we added. And another thing is we did another survey, and this is kind of about how when users connect, how easy it is to start conversation on dating apps, because obviously you're talking to a stranger, It's not very easy to start conversation always. So we wanted to use this game that we were going to create as an icebreaker tool. So in the survey, we asked, if you have tried online dating apps, did you ever find it hard to know what to say in a message to someone? Now, how many people do you think have said that they've had trouble, what percentage have had trouble knowing what to say in the first message to someone?
I'm sure probably at least 70%.
90% about have had
That's
trouble
crazy.
knowing what to say in the first message to someone. And this makes sense because oftentimes in my personal experience on the dating apps, especially, a lot of other people too, you're used to seeing the same pickup lines over and over again, or you don't know how to make the first move. You don't have enough information. So basically what will happen is once users connect, the result of that game I explained, the truth or lie game, will be used as an icebreaker tool. So before you hop into the chat, you will see the other person's truths and their lies. So that's how it will be. That's a major, differentiating factor between SpecUdate and other dating apps on the market, is that we will have in-chat assistance. And obviously there's plenty of room for the dating app market is exploding, and there's still plenty of room for new arrivals, but you just have to create your own niche. In a survey we conducted, we have that, 40% of people or 60% of people haven't tried on the dating apps and 40 have. So there's still a lot of room for people who maybe don't feel comfortable in this new fun aspect, and more unique aspect could get those people on to try dating apps. So
How difficult is it to balance being computer science majors and doing SpecUdate at the same time?
it's very challenging, and I actually did a talk about this, and I went to an entrepreneur class of David Miller. He's the head of the innovation lab, and I said that, look, anytime you start a venture and you're in school, you're going to have to make sacrifices. It's going to be hard. But the important thing is that you really believe that what you're doing is of value. Nobody else has to believe you. I mean, there's a lot of people out there who think what we're doing is going to fail. Some people have told us, oh, the dating app market is flooded, you have no chance. And to me, I just use that as motivation. And obviously, time management is really important, because we have long software coding projects anyway in school, and we're developing an app, and we have to market that app all over campus. So, in the beginning, before semester started, that's when over Christmas break, we got as much as we could done in terms of setting everything up. Made the website, started reaching out to people on social media, creating social media accounts. So we had that set up all before semester started to help us with our time management. And so then, obviously the marketing has been taking up just as much time as the development, actually. So, we have put stuff up all over campus. It's funny because I ask people sometimes in a room, how many of you have heard about SpecUdate? And it's still not enough. I'm never satisfied. I want more and more people to know about our product. So obviously we did card drops. We do card drops all over campus, and we kiosking, handing out Kit Kats for signups and stuff. But we really want people to understand our idea too. So pitching is important, explaining the idea to them. But in terms of balancing, it's hard, because you have so much going on, so time management is the most important thing for us.
What are some specifics about how the app will work?
So this is where I kind of want to get into how how people actually connect. So obviously I mentioned that when you play the game, you will slide up to play the game. When you go across the profile, you'll slide up to play the game, slide down to pass. So how the connecting basically works is, as I said, we're going to have two sections of the game. You can see a video of this prototype on our website, by the way, so you have a better idea, SpecUdate.com. But two truths and a lie is the first section. Truth or lie is the second section. You only have to get one of those sections correct to win the game, to win that person's game, which is like a 66% chance based on the math. And plus you're going to have some clues from their picture and bio perhaps. And basically, so you have to win your game, or the person who plays your game has to win. So you both don't have to win. Only one of you has to win. So basically, to add more fun to it, we said that, okay, you can win your game and be connected with the other person, and they can lose and be connected with you. You can both win, or you can lose and the other person can win, and you can be saved by the other person. So you might have a message pop up that says, you've been saved by so-and-so, or you won your game, a chat with so-and-so now. So that's part of the fun aspect. But another interesting thing about SpecUdate is we've gamified it. So in the game, if you get both the sections correct, you will earn a perfect play. So that, you'll earn coins for that. We have a coin system and a reward system. So you earn coins from perfect plays, and those coins can be used for features. Some features we have, like Mega Play, which is the ability to get seen faster and actually get all the correct answers on the spot, so you kind of automatically get a perfect play and win. And then the ability that you see this one on other dating apps too, and it's the undo feature, the ability to go back one spot to the previous user in case you second guess something. So that's what the coins will initially be used for. And we also have an achievement system, and actually, we'll have a daily award too. So if the user comes back every 24 hours, they can be rewarded 10 coins. And there's some achievements like so-and-so games played and so-and-so perfect plays. And, and sharing the app, you can actually earn coins for sharing the app, which is going to be important for us in the beginning, as we want people to get as many users as we can on the app.
How does the app work to connect or match people?
I kind of just answered that, but Dennis, did you have anything else to say on that?
The only thing I was gonna add extra is like, on Tinder you only get one super like a day, or you'll get, I think you get one undo a day. I'm not sure.
Yeah, there's limitations on other apps.
Yeah, but with our app, at least the more you play, the more chances of you earning, the more use of mega play, which is similar to
other apps don't tend to give you the opportunity to earn features, which is something without paying, which is something interesting about SpecUdate. So that's one thing we'll say about how people connect as well. But basically, we want to. So other dating apps, you're kind of looking at those three things. It's more like, so we want to put value on the individual, and that's why the U in our logo is capitalized, the U in SpecUdate. And we feel that by allowing people to create their own own get-to-know-me games to connect, it will really help with this, with putting value on the individual. And possibly even our ultimate goal is, in terms of well-being and everything, and what we produce for the world, is we want to help change the reputation of online dating apps, because oftentimes you hear that dating apps are just hookup apps, they're boring, people hear bad things and they just don't try them. Or they're not, obviously, I understand people don't feel comfortable presenting themselves online, that's totally fine, but we want to kind of help change the reputation and get those people who normally wouldn't try dating apps to try it, because they hear that SpecUdate is fun, and it's actually, it has a means of getting to know someone besides just looking at how someone looks, not just the attraction aspect, but also allowing people to express themselves in a unique way.
When will we see the beta release of SpecUdate? When will we see the initial release?
We expect, so the idea for our release would be, it'd be ideal to have it out a week after finals. People are still checking their Mason emails, so all people who've signed up with their Mason emails will get a notification. So that's when we'd like to have the beta out, the test version of the app, where people will send feedback, and we'll then have an initial release following that, hopefully in the coming weeks. Dennis, anything on that?
I was gonna say, definitely think beta will be released before finals.
Okay.
Probably I guess early May, which is still finals week.
It's still up for debate, but the thing is, we know people are so busy studying around that time. It's kind of still up for discussion between us if we want to release the beta afterwards, because if people are busy studying, it's like summer's the ideal time for releasing a dating app if you think about it. So that's all up in the air, but it's going to be in May.
What is the ultimate goal for SpecUdate in the future?
I mentioned the reputation. That's important to us. Changing the reputation of online dating apps, helping improve well-being for people, because we're not just guys out here trying to make a dating app and get successful and whatever. I actually see a problem, and we are trying to provide a solution for people so that we can change the reputation of online dating apps and help improve people's well-being by helping them find meaningful relationships online, and hopefully a lot of romantic relationships as well. So that's something we're trying to do. But goals in the next few months would be we're going to pitch our idea. We're trying to enter the Ventures for Wellbeing competition for a chance to win $5,000. That would be really helpful for us, as we've already invested a lot of time and money into our app already, probably around that amount actually. And we want to obviously getting our subscribers up. So we have about 650 subscribers around GMU and Nova for the app already. What do I mean by that? Well, people have given us their name and their email, and we are going to send them an email once we release the beta with the link and stuff like that. So that is what we're focusing on. Getting 1,000 to 2,000 would be ideal before May. And also, so that's what we're doing, getting those subscribers. Initial app release, pitching. What else do we want to do? Yeah, that's pretty much our goals right now for SpecUdate. We've already got a lot under our belt. We have trademarks and stuff like that, but that's not really as important as getting it out there and getting people ready to use the app. People ask all the time, why are you guys promoting so much? Like, there's not even an app. I'm like, well, you need users to have a successful social app. If you don't have users ready, it's not, the high chance of success is very low actually. So that's why this semester has been so important, and we spent so much time on marketing and promoting for SpecUdate. So
yeah, I was gonna say, like, before we even started the app, we were doing a lot of research regarding how dating apps were made or how social maps are made. And a lot of the problems of a lot of people who are developing apps, they said that their apps failed because they didn't have a strong user base supporting the app. So they didn't have a lot of people signed up before the app. They didn't know how many people they were going to get on the app. So when they launched the app, like 2 people signed up, and then let's say that failed. So the whole point of us I guess what is it, commercializing it
Yeah.
right now and getting people to sign up, so that once it's released, a lot of people will be able to see, oh look, another person. They can keep playing all day versus they'll play for 10 minutes and then they already saw everyone in
And
the day.
and just as an example of how much we've put into that, a lot of times people come up to me. I do most of the marketing, and they say, "Oh wow, I see SpecUdate everywhere. You guys must have a 5-person team on this." I'm like, "Nope, that's not how it is. It's actually one dude just going around and very consistently marketing and promoting." So. But again, we try to pitch too. We try to tell people about our idea, and a lot of them. We did a survey, and 40% of people we asked people, if you have not tried dating apps, why not? And I gave 2 options: either not comfortable or heard they suck. And 40% of people actually just said they heard they suck. So we want to help pitch, why our dating app may not suck to people. And part of not being comfortable, I get 60% said they were not comfortable, is obviously people don't feel comfortable putting their data out there and presenting themselves online. But the other part of that, we believe, is that people just don't have enough fun. And if it was fun, they'd feel more comfortable. And if it was less just like seeing a few things over and over again and just perhaps swiping left and right rather than actually using your mind and actually letting people present themselves, we can help people feel more comfortable and try to pitch that to people to get more signups, which has been, like I said, very important right now.
Is there anything you want else people to know? How can people sign up for the release?
So people can sign up for the SpecUdate app release by going to our website at SpecUdate.com, scroll down to the bottom, and just put in your name and email. We will not send you an email until we release the beta, and that's how that will work. But we just want you guys to know that we are fully invested in what we're doing, trying to solve a problem, because we actually truly believe that there is something that's missing in the online dating market, and by bringing SpecUdate to light, we can really find out if there is a gap that we can fill in. And by you guys signing up, everyone signing up, it would really help us, because the more users we have, the more feedback we can get, and to prove our idea or to disprove. We're not saying that we know SpecUdate's going to be successful or not. I mean, we're taking a big risk here. So every sign up really counts for us. So we appreciate it if you sign up. And you can follow us on social media as well, at SpecUdate, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.